While searching for the witch Ciri had quarreled with, Geralt ran into an old friend, Kira Metz. The sorceress told the Witcher about a masked mage. Ciri had seemed to have taken shelter in his hideout. The Witcher set off to find it, with Kira in tow. Ciri had never reached the elven mage, yet the wild hunt had. The ghostly retinue was one step ahead of Geralt, or so it seemed. The Witcher felt that all was lost, until Kira gave him a new lead. The Crones of Crookback Bog.
Whoa! Move it! Faster.
through, so I'll turn about again. Right, set the stable. Calm him down, Francis.
Oswin? Where's Oswin? Anyone seen him?
Believe I saw him heading to the stable.
What?
Fire. You blind? Nobody willing to put it out?
Ain't that simple. Most are afraid. Baron flies into a rage. He takes no prisoners.
My brother's in the stable! We've got to save him! He'll burn alive! Him and the horses!
See what I can do.
Hurry now! Quick!
Well, this is a fucking first.
You! Right!
I know your wife miscarried.
What the fuck are you suggesting?
Don't play me for a fool. You'd been beating them for years. Finally, they'd had an...
Ah! I see you fighting.
They ran from you, didn't they?
Lying prick!
While searching for the witch Ciri had quarreled with, Geralt ran into an old friend, Kira Metz. The sorceress told the Witcher about a masked mage. Ciri had seemed to have taken shelter in his hideout. The Witcher set off to find it, with Kira in tow. Ciri had never reached the elven mage, yet the wild hunt had. The ghostly retinue was one step ahead of Geralt, or so it seemed. The Witcher felt that all was lost, until Kira gave him a new lead. The Crones of Crookback Bog.
They ran from you, didn't they? Sit down. You beat them.
What?
And up.
That...
You knew they had...
Yes.
What?
Sir.
Tell...
What? La... No.
What happened?
I thought when you did la...
Maybe... What?
Well,
Just like that?
damn that
Get up.
Yup. But what?
Some...
Inst... But
That's it.
and the...
We...
do not...
What it...
Oh,
This...
Then what?
And...
Do what?
Take...
A bit...
While searching for the witch Ciri had quarreled with, Geralt ran into an old friend, Kira Metz. The sorceress told the Witcher about a masked mage. Ciri had seemed to have taken shelter in his hideout. The Witcher set off to find it, with Kira in tow. Ciri had never reached the elven mage, yet the wild hunt had. The ghostly retinue was one step ahead of Geralt, or so it seemed. The Witcher felt that all was lost, until Kira gave him a new lead. The Crones of Crookback Bog.
calm him down. Oswin, anyone seen it?
Believe I saw him heading to...
What?
Fire. You blind? Nobody willing to put it out?
Ain't that simple.
My brother's in the stuff.
See what I can...
Hurry now!
Lots of smoke. Gotta hurry. Coming to get you.
While searching for the witch Ciri had quarreled with, Geralt ran into an old friend, Kira Metz. The sorceress told the Witcher about a masked mage. Ciri had seemed to have taken shelter in his hideout. The Witcher set off to find it, with Kira in tow. Ciri had never reached the elven mage, yet the wild hunt had. The ghostly retinue was one step ahead of Geralt, or so it seemed. The Witcher felt that all was lost, until Kira gave him a new lead. The Crones of Crookback Bog.
Time to water the horses.
Oswin, anyone seen?
Believe I saw him head...
What?
Fire.
Ain't that simple.
My brother's in the stable.
See what I can do.
Hurry now, quick!
Damn it, lots of smoke. Gotta hurry.
Over here! Can't get out! Roof's collapsed!
Coming to get you.
Open the door! Horses! Moving him out! Open the back! Oh!
Ow!
You! White one!
People! Literally saved us.
Fire! Don't calm him down. Oswin, anyone
Believe I saw...
What?
Fire.
Ain't that simple.
My brother's in the...
See what I can...
Hurry now!
Damn it, lots of smoke. Gotta hurry.
Over here! Can't get out! Roof's collapsed!
Coming to get you.
We've a hero in our midst. You've earned yourself a barrel of Lyrian.
I know your wife miscarried. Was that before or after you beat her to a pulp?
What the fuck are you suggesting?
Don't play me for a fool. You'd been beating them for years. Finally, they'd had enough and fled. Sound about right? They ran from you, didn't they?
Lying prick!
Sit down. You beat them.
I never laid a finger on Tamara. Not once.
And on Anna?
That's another story. She always knew how to spark my ire.
Expect me to believe you were a loving father to Tamara after that scene in the courtyard?
You're free to believe whatever you wish, but she was always the apple of my eye. She had the run of the place, ask anyone. She'd ride the horses, hunt with the men, at times join them on their rounds. And they'd send for her when I flew into a rage, for only she could calm me.
Make it sound like she led a charmed life. If that's the case, why'd she run?
I'd hardly need you if I knew.
Your wife. How'd she make you angry? Too much salt in the soup? Socks never darned?
20 years we've known each other. She's seen me drunk. Like no other, she knew.
You beat her? For that? For criticizing you?
Oh, Witcher, you haven't a clue.
You knew they had run away from the start.
Yes, I knew.
Why didn't you tell me? Wasted my time.
Say I had. Say I'd said I had troubles. Couldn't control my wife, my daughter. What kind of flaccid prick would you take me for?
Tell me everything you remember about the day they fled. The truth this time.
I'd been soaking myself 3 days straight. Anna came to me, said they were leaving. I begged them to stay. She refused to hear it. I tried to stop her. She wriggled like an eel. We struggled. She fell. Last blasted thing I remember. Woke up. Know what that's like, Witcher? No. How the fuck?
Signs of a fight in the room. Hole in the wall. What?
We tussled. She tried to whack me on. I staggered backwards onto the table. Anna used that moment to flee. I caught her on the landing. I blacked out.
What happened next?
Next, it only got worse. Thought it was all a ploughing, drunken nightmare. And then I went to the bedchamber, and Anna was not there. Instead, there was blood everywhere. I knew she'd miscarried. But it lay there, a tiny thing, defenseless, on bloodied sheets, dead. And it was my doing.
Seen a lot of dead in my time, but that must have been hard.
Unspeakably so. My legs gave out. I saw fields of corpses at Sodden. Saw witches burn in Maribor. But compared to this, all that was a rabbit's prick alongside a great oak. And the guilt is...
We don't know that yet. The amulet Anna wore could be linked somehow. What did you do with the child?
Wrapped it in a clean sheet and buried it.
Just like that?
Damn you! I gave no thought to a funeral. That child had been my dream. I told Anna, the little one, our little one, to make things right. Yet she died before she could be born. Understand, Witcher? My child was dead.
I sympathize. I do.
Thank you. And know that I hope you find your Ciri.
Deal we made means I need to find Tamara and Anna first. Just so happens your unborn daughter might help us do that.
What? How?
Sometimes miscarried fetuses, if they don't get a proper burial, turn into botchlings.
Into fucking what?
Details you don't need to know. There's a bond of blood between this creature and your wife and daughter. I can use that bond to find them.
How?
One of two ways. Legends claim you can bury a botchling under the family's threshold, perform a ritual, and turn it into a lubberkin. That's a sort of, hob, a guardian spirit that could lead me to your family.
And the other way?
We kill it and draw some blood. Take that to the Peller and he does the rest.
Do not kill my child. It's suffered enough for it.
Whatever we do, we gotta find...
I'll show you where I buried her, and I'll dig the...
If it turns out we can't transform the botchling into a lubberkin, they can bury us. Need to tend to something.
Be quick!
Sober up.
Well?
The sooner we resolve this, the better. Best do it tonight, at midnight.
Then wait here with me. Need
Get word to the common folk. Ought to stay in their homes tonight and draw a line of salt.
Do I take a shovel?
Take it. You'll need it, but not for...
A bit further. Follow me.
You give the child a name?
No. Why would we?
Mistake. Names are powerful seals.
Here's the spot.
Chose a lovely spot.
Damn it, will you relent? I'm ploughing now I've done wrong.
Good. The grave's dug up and empty.
What's that mean?
Botchling's on the prowl.
Look!
Take it in your arms, quick.
But if it goes garroting, it'll bite us in the arse before we know it.
Keep screaming and it will turn rabid. Let's calm for now.
Bloody hell. What happens when it gets very restless?
It'll bite through your jugular, and you'll bleed to death before I can help. Tell me if it starts wriggling. I'll calm it with magic. Pick it up. Take it in your arms.
Merciful gods!
Back to the fortress.
What? With this?
As I recall, you were the one who wanted to test the old legends, change it into a lubberkin.
Oh, fuck. Quiet now. But what do you want to do with it?
Me? Nothing. This is your job. Told you, gotta bury it under the threshold. If the tales are true, by tomorrow it'll be a lubberkin. From then on, it'll watch over your house and help me find your family.
Come now, we must bury it. We'll speak afterwards.
More coming. Need to hurry.
On with it. We're not going to leave the house. Squirming again, like a daft eel. I cannot hold it. Worked. It stopped.
Chosen a name?
No,
So think of one. It's important.
it's a girl. What would Anna have named her? What now?
Repeat after me. By the powers of earth and sky.
By the powers of earth and sky.
By the world that was to be your home.
By the world that was to be your home.
Forgive me, you who came, but who I did not embrace.
Forgive me. You who came, but who I did not embrace.
I name thee, say her name, and embrace thee as my daughter.
I name thee Daya, and embrace thee as my daughter.
Good. Now bury the body.
What now?
In 1 day's time, Dea should turn into a lubberkin. I'll stay here and wait. You go home.
I'll wait with you.
Out of the question.
But that's my child. The guilt, the responsibility for all this lies with me.
Time for parental impulses? It's long past. Besides, nothing else you can do here.
But
No buts. Just Witcher's work left to do here. Gotta wait a day and a night for the botchling to turn into a lubberkin. That's it. Go home. And try not to drink yourself stupid again. By blood's power I summon you. With your name I beseech you. Hear my call and arise, Dea. Lead me to those bound to you by blood.
Baron gets soused. He gets angry, and he's always drinking. You, white one.
Sure wasn't lavender they kept in there. Might be worth looking around, though. A bracelet. One of them must have dropped it. Horseshoe. No way a pitch burner could afford a horse. Clothing. They change in here? Both were here. I'm going the right way. Wants to show me something more. Just how feel there. Still worth a closer look. What do we have here? Bones have been here a while. Chewed on the saddle. Necrophages will eat any... Giant claws. Wasn't a necrophage made these marks. Horseshoes missing. Is this the animal? Head torn clear off. Takes incredible... Must have been attacked by a powerful beast. Surprised him. Hope they got away. Trail goes on. Good thing it doesn't end here. fisherman's hut. Seems she wants me to take a closer look.
Who's that? Other room. Go on now.
What you seek here, sir? Our hut's out of the way.
Just need information. Looking for 2 women, the Bloody Baron's wife and daughter.
Not a soul have been here, sir.
Sure? Not even passing through? Daughter's medium height, about 20. Her mother's thin, about 40. Seen them?
That sir came at night, right? Quiet, boy.
I want to help that woman. She could be in danger.
Young and seen no one, my lord. He's a kiddie. Must have dreamt it.
I want to hear this dream then. So, kid, who did you see? Who came here?
Pappy brought her at night, the lady does the medicines. She was all afeared. Talked about an awful month. Mummy and Pappy cheered her up, gave her clothes.
Where'd the girl go? Your son said enough, no point in playing dumb.
Sorry, sir, but you don't look like one of her father's men.
Because I'm not. I'm looking for Tamara and her mother. I need to know if they're alive and safe.
Tamara is, hi. She's to my brother's place in Oxenford. But Mrs. Anna, that's another. Though anywhere's better than to Crow's.
Why?
Cause he beat her, sir. Beat Mrs. Anna, I means. Everyone knew, but not a one lifted a finger for to stop it.
What happened to Tamara's mother?
Twere like this. I was awaiting in the old smokehouse with horses. Moon had risen high, and still it hadn't come. Began to fear some demon had snatched him. But suddenly, out of nowhere, a gale arose. Thought it'd tear my head off. And those damn birds, swarms of them coursing o'er the woods, raising a racket to make your ears bleed. Mrs. Anna screamed, bent over into herself. Tamara knelt down, gripped her arms. 'Twere then I saw it. Fiery marks on her hands.
Fine. What happened?
Grew even darker. Seemed someone had put out the stars. Crickets all broke out in a cold sweat, and before I could catch my breath, a beast jumped out of the woods, big as a barn, with horns and 2 burning coals for eye. I thought I was done for. Beast attacked Mrs. Anna's horse, ripped its head off, carried our horses, mine and Miss Tamara's, got spooked and tore off willy-nilly. 'Twere the only reason we escaped. The miss wanted to go back for her mother, but
Why help them at all? You risked a lot.
I'd a debt. Owed Miss Tamara. 3 moons passed, a fever with Tamara learnt it. Brought food and salves. We're poorer than dirt itself. Me, myself, I'd have never dared to help. But my missus told me, a time of war and
Married a wise woman.
crying shame we couldn't save Mrs. Anna in the end.
What marks?
They's, well, like burned on.
Burned? Like a cattle brand?
Aye, though these wasn't black scars scabbed up.
Thanks for your help.
The lady. She'll be all right in the end, won't she?
I'll do what I can to see that she is. So here our paths diverge. Thank you, Dea. Go in peace.
Move it! Hey there. Watch your step.
Oh!
In a hurry.
Oh! Back your rock.
Best words this side of the pond tower.
Taking a peek at my wares.
Yeah.
Greeting. Got a razor and shit. So long.
From? Long as the bowl's full. Not my fault we ended 6 feet under the birches.
Well, mate, let's move it. Let's be the witch, right? Freak of nature.
What did I do to deserve your...
Ask a service of the Witcher, the Pella must.
What do you need? Tell me.
A man who fears no evil. Forefathers' Eve is nigh. We've rites to conduct. Wandering...
What'll I get out of it?
Witches do naught for free. This the Pella knows.
Seems like you...
You'd not refuse. The Pella knew. The time's come. Across the lake we must journey to...
The sooner we resolve this, the better.
Remember me?
Stable hand pulled you out of the fire.
We'll never forget that.
Let's be the witch, freak of nature.
I'll tell you where the loot's at.
Witcher, a word, please.
What is it?
That night when the Baron ordered everyone to lock their doors, stay inside. What did you and the Baron do?
Got a
Garden. Spends a lot of time...
drunk.
No.
There you are.
See the hollyhock there? The violet blooms. Brought the plants here from Nazaire. Anna had read some story. Insisted on having them. Spent hours tending to them, trimming. And them, the frilly ones, are called birds of paradise in Zerrikania. But to my damn shame I'll never learn which blooms would please Dea most. Though it's good to know her spirit's free.
Your loss. It must hurt.
No, not... Should have acted earlier. In this hole. This...
Got some information about your family.
You've learned something? Well, let's go inside. Any news for me?
Your daughter's in Oxenford.
What the blazes? She all right?
Never offered to do that.
How do you know she's safe? You see her at least?
No, but I talked to the man who helped her escape and then took her in. Tamara is safe and sound. From what I gathered, she has no desire to see you again, no intention to return.
I shan't trust some peasant dolt. I shan't trust her. Go to her. You must be...
That much I can do.
I'm grateful. Take this, call it enticement, and...
What is it?
A letter of safe conduct, ever since the Redanians took hold of the pond. Very well. You were to find them both.
Nothing yet, but I'm honored.
Well, what are you waiting for?
For you to tell me about Ciri.
Fine. When Ciri was on the mend, we took her out on a hunt. Thought... That lass of yours, pure luck in the flesh. To hunt down a wild boar that size, why, worthy of one of King Foltest's feasts, were he still among the living. Ciri, come! Our haunt should be yours as I see it.
Oh, you done well, lass.
Not bad. Not bad at all. But who goes boar hunting with a sword?
No bow at hand, no spear. My sword was all I had.
Well, you brandished it beautifully. Where'd they teach you that, anyway?
A little here, a little there.
Not surprising, given you wander the world alone. Not alone no more. She's in the company now.
That's right. You're a member of the company. We're drinking together, killed a wild boar as a pack, you might... A woman in a man's garb, razor on her back. Who exactly...
Let's say I go about my business. And when...
I've always held, with the world how it is today, lasses ought to know how to fend for themselves. A woman could swing a sword. I've knowed one. But never seen a lady mount anything but a cock proper. All tipsy on horseback. Nothing strange on account they bloody
Perhaps you'd care to wager?
Think you can outrun me on an horse?
Black mare. The one in the stable.
Oh, that won't do at all.
What happened? You get the jitters?
No. The horse is mine.
To race the Baron himself. I'd consider it an honour.
Oh, that'd be a sight to behold.
Would it ever?
Done. But if I win, I take your sword.
Agreed.
I'd not drink any more this night. You'll want... The day dawns.
Ready?
As ever. First one to the tower.
Man chop! Come on, Ciri, don't you embarrass us!
Want that horse, don't ya?
Had one just like it.
Sure how it's done! Move it!
Your sword is mine!
That'll be the day.
Want that horse?
Aha!
You're wind, not woman. Worthy of the best horse. The mare is yours.
Thank you!
What?
Another chance to win.
She screamed like a mad woman. In an instant, all had forgotten. Every man ran to save his skin, even worried to break his neck.
And they make it?
Some, aye. Others were not so fortunate. But what happened?
Uh-oh. I know that look.
You're a fast learner. You'll know the rest once you find my wife.
Working on it.
And making pit.
They split up. Hadn't considered that possibility before. But don't worry. I'll find Anna too. So long.
You, white one, look like you got soused last night too. Blowing, Anna.
Wait, Witcher! When you find my...
A ragdoll?
Uh-huh.
Let's go feed the king. Probably so hungry he's eating his own snot.
Look to him, Ram.
Bring the Smiths, lass. Get a tooth one.
Not a bad idea.
Aye.
Baron gets soused. He gets angry, and he's always drinking.
Folk don't object to your white mug.
I'll be back.
will say I want their aid.
Greetings.
Just in time. Good folk, behold the one who will protect us. You needn't fear. Soon shall we summon the wandering sons. Beyond all help some will be. From these you must protect us. Evil creatures keep at bay. Keep at bay till the ritual's done.
Begin.
Keep us from harm, and let them not disturb the circle. What is this life? Well, you know.
Fleeting torment, ere we know.
What comes next once life subsides?
Man is all fate decides.
Soon will rise thy dead, thy buried.
Each will say by what they're hurried.
Will ye grant these souls reprieve?
We're prepared to end their grief.
Let's begin Forefathers' Eve. Ye who wander on the gale, ever caught in this world's thrall, see this sign, gentle and pale. Ye we summon, ye we call.
Ye we summon.
Hark! A sound I hear. 'Tis right. A spirit breaks the still of night.
Burn the incense ever higher. Spirit, join us round the fire.
Spirit, speak. This time is yours. Tell us of your ghostly woes.
Who are you?
He knows.
Should I drive him away?
Nay.
I've come for you, patricide.
Begone, foul force! I cast upon you the light of the eternal fire! Abomination! Stop this at once!
The errant souls! We must help them!
Silence! I'll not tolerate necromancy.
Help me!
Leave now. You're disrupting the ritual.
This is black magic. These folk disturb the dead. We cannot allow it. We will not.
You don't know a thing about their customs.
Take him and disperse the others.
Good folk, leave not these grounds. Ye cannot break the circle.
What means this?
Tis an ill turn. Ill. Woe away. Blood has stained the hallowed ground. Yet we cannot stop what has begun.
The bloodshed, it do any...
Tainted lies the circle now. They who thirst for the good gods willing, they will be few, and the...
If you want to continue.
Good folk, we must the eve come. Ye we summon, ye we call. Enter souls, we'll judge ye all.
All is quiet, all is gloom. What means in the darkness loom?
Something whispers, something peeps. Someone near our fire creeps.
All is quiet, all is gloom. What means in the darkness loom?
Wraiths! This sacred ground is with blood stained. We cannot the ritual complete. People, save yourselves. If your lives you value, run.
Alas, all is lost.
Gotta be a peasant who told the witch hunters about that spirit they drove away. Your father's ghost, right?
Old man Ambrose, the
That wraith called you a patricide.
Aye.
If I'm gonna help you, I gotta know it.
The Pella does not wish to speak.
You can't hope to manage this alone. Listen, I'll send him off. I've got to. But I need to know where he's buried. Corpse probably hasn't turned to dust yet.
Ambrose.
Fine. I'll find his body, see what I can... It's clearing up. Flames are coming out of there. Let's blow it up. Kept Ambrose's body in good shape. Even where the Peller smashed his head in. Gotta incinerate it. That ought to get the Spectre to leave. Leave the world of the living. Never return again. Faster. Move it! Come on.
What? Another one? Be gone! You witches of trouble. Village has suffered. Ye deaf?
Where's all this hate for witchers?
Where? I'll tell you where. One of yous came here, ate his fill for 2 days while he... What's your price? I asked. But he said he wanted no coin.
So what did he want?
Said for pay he'd take something I had but did not yet know about. Then he left.
Go on.
Fool girl wept that some beast was gonna kill the Witcher dead. Ye howling for a mutant,
If he's really a witcher,
Thank the gods any more of yous and we'd be lost.
tell me where he is.
Cemetery. Went there to slay the monster.
Freak of nature. More interesting things from my nose.
Pox on a lot of you.
Move it!
You hear? They found Margaret in the woods. Bloody something awful.
Come on now.
White wolf. Wise wolf. What is it the wolf needs?
Found your father's body. Had to burn it.
Good you did. Return for me ye would have.
What's your story? You actually...
'Twas an evil man. The Peller feared him once, but then grew what his father did to his mother. So he split the father's head with an axe. Left him in the...
Ghost's not likely to...
Thank you, Witcher. And if herbs or remedies you ever need...
Move it! I'm looking for Tamara, the Bloody Baron.
Wojtek sent you, sir.
How else would I know she was here?
Wait a moment.
You're looking for me. And who might you be? My father sent you?
Yeah, to see if you're still alive.
I'm quite alive and extraordinarily well, Geralt of Rivia. Better than I've ever been in this rotten life of mine, and now...
Wait.
We've nothing more to talk about.
Got every right to be angry at your father, but...
I have a right. Thank you kindly. So good to have the approval of his hired thug. And my father...
He's no saint, that's clear. But he's got the whole province on its feet looking for you. Finding you and your mother? Seems to me there's nothing more important to him now.
Shame he never showed such concern before. As...
He made a mistake and knows that. I'm not defending him, just saying that maybe he...
Oh, wonderful. I'll bear that in mind.
Before I agreed to look for you, your father told me his version of events. Tell me yours.
Mine? It's dull as life amidst the swamps. My earliest memories are of the next dozen years. Pretty much the same. Father and the quarrels. I remember him screaming at Mum. The thuds as he... That's the long and short of it. Multiply by 19 and there you have my life.
I don't mean to pry, but...
His doing? He shoved her, she fell, that's how...
Sorry.
Mum was in shock. She was raving that it was better this way, that she never wanted the child.
She didn't want the child?
Said she'd sooner cut open her gut than...
Wojtek claims your mother had strange marks on her hands.
We were riding towards the river. Suddenly, Mum cried, and then that creature leapt from the woods. I don't know what it was, but it roared so fierce my nose bled. And that thing grabbed my mum and disappeared into the...
What will you do now? You realize that might not be that...
Don't worry, I'm not daft enough to believe I can do it alone. I've got some...
Who are these friends?
No secret. Heard of the Church of the Eternal Fire? A priest helped...
Hence the candlesticks in your room. So you believe in the eternal fire?
Once the heat of the fire has set your heart aflame, I hope it'll bless you with its warmth.
Thanks. Thing is... What about your father?
Who? Oh, him.
Well, well. A witcher. Never thought the Baron would stoop to hiring a monster slayer. Though I hear you're good at tracking things down.
Glad you know who I am.
Graden, witch hunter in the service of His Royal Majesty Radovid of Redania. I'm certain you've heard of us.
Rings a bell.
If the Bloody Baron sent you to fetch his daughter, you'd best face it.
I appreciate your concern, but I don't need it. As for Tamara, she can make her own decisions.
Noble of you. So the Baron hired a witcher to find his daughter. Interesting.
Where are you gonna take her?
Tamara must rest. She's had a harrowing experience.
Before you go, your father asked me to...
Clara? Father funny how he thought to buy me back with a memory. Tell him so long, Witcher. In spite of all...
Hope you know what you're getting yourself into. So...
Eternal fire walk with you.
work my man's got, eh? Not half bad. Brought in a bucket of peonies yesterday.
He raised tribute for him. He does. Play your books to him.
Sir. I'm listening.
Gave Tamara your gift.
How'd she react?
Probably not like you'd have wanted.
Threw it away.
Still don't know anything specific.
Well, will you stand there like a...
So long. Can't help wondering why you made a deal with the Nilf.
What could I do? Cast myself at them and die a hero? Fuck it!
Rather live as a traitor.
Ere long, none will remember.
The local Nilfgaardian garrison.
What of it? Even were I to attack, cut them down to a man, others will come soon.
How'd you wind up here? Just curious.
It's no secret. I was a Temerian soldier. Those who remained wandered north. Others, deserters.
Just march into the fortress?
With Nilfgaard advancing, the local lord had fled, abandoned the perch.
So long.
I'm innocent, I swear! Get in with profit, let the Order attack the merchants then. Stealing the goods and...
Oi lads, fancy an outing to find that she-beast?
Bring the smiths, lads. Get
One fucked up face.
Greetings.
Yeah?
Heard you have a problem.
Aye. Prowls about, it does. Snatches cows and goats mostly, but it won't scorn a man if it runs into one.
Mm-hmm.
Took a hatchet. Laid an ambush for the Shrieker beyond the moat, where the fields...
I know times are tough.
I suppose I can add that. Ye are risking your neck for us.
High time a professional took a look at this Shrieker.
Borzoi's son Simcoe does. Saw the aura with his own...
I see. Where'll I find...
At me homestead. I took the...
happened to your mug?
Can we talk? Calm down, I just wanna...
Go, I said!
I want to avenge your father.
Shrieker killed him.
That name doesn't mean much to me. Describe the...
Something like a rooster. I heard Ruffler barking in the woods. Ran to see what you were on about. There were
Shush now, calm.
Calm. Calm.
Take care, kid. Muzzles caked in blood. Didn't give up without a fight. Tracks are irregular here. Monster must have started staggering. Was wounded, most likely. Blood. Monster blood. Tracks lead to the cave. A cockatrice. Sounds coming from above. Smoke it out, though. It's not here. Must have fled through another exit. Gotta nab it before it gets away. There it is. Won't get away this time.
Run, Roach.
Who else is racing?
You're pale as Otis shine.
Quite the work my man's got, eh?
It's not half bad.
Sir,
Brought him
boy,
back.
we're up our nose.
Greetings.
Yeah?
Shrieker won't trouble you anymore.
Thank ye, Master Witcher. Your reward...
Keep the coin. You took in an orphan. Need it more than I do.
And they call witches unfeeling.
It is as though the heavens sent ye.
Rubble everywhere.
But his last is just me.
Daddy says you killed the beast that was eating folk.